Hello, YouTube. Hi. Long time no see. I'm still alive, and I still want to do this channel because I think it's a really cool idea. And I was all set to do a ton of YouTubing. I had a whole bunch of plans for my personal channel, as well as a few ideas for vlogs for this channel. And then I just didn't do any of it. I only get, so much free time every day, and I started doing art like doodles and mandalas and stuff. If you don't know what mandalas are, um, pictures on the screen now. Um, this one is my favorite that I've done. It was also the first one that I did on canvas after doing some in my little sketchbook. I got a sketchbook for Christmas, which is why I started doing mandalas again because yeah, I'm rambling. Hang on. I got a sketchbook for Christmas, and I started drawing again, and actually got like really into it, and was doing it like every day, like multiple times a day, spending a lot of time on it. Well, I mean, a lot is a relative term because I don't have a lot of time to do anything. Um, and I really wasn't expecting to get that into it, but I was having a lot of fun and spending a lot of money at Michael's, getting canvases and pens and stuff, and now I'm kind of shifting back to YouTube for a bit, hopefully. I did a crappy video for my channel, and I'm doing this one, and I have a whole bunch of plans. I have a whole list like right here, and a whole list on my like a big long ass list on my phone actually, of ideas. We'll see how much I actually get done though. Um, but yeah, for this vlog, I was just gonna give you some of my thoughts on parenting, um, as a practice in letting go. Um, which is what I'm coming to realize, that parenting really is a practice of letting go of everything. Coherent thought processes is the first thing to go. Like baby brain is a real thing. I also think Chico's crappy memory is contagious, and because I've now had his child, I now have to suffer with the same crappy brain. Um, and yeah, letting go of coherent thought processes, followed by letting go of free time, your to-do list. You don't, you can't ever finish your to-do list. You learn to accept that, um, first of all, the to-do list is just never ending. You're always adding new things to it, and you have to kind of do like triage, task triage, to do triage. I don't know. There's a cool saying, word, phrase in there somewhere that I just don't feel like thinking up right now. Um, like the baby's either going to get a bath or you're going to have time to vacuum. So the baby might just wait an extra day for his bath, or an extra 2 or 3 or however many days, until you get a good look at his neck pit and you're like, holy fuck, that's dirty. We need to give you a bath. Um, Laundry might not get done. You're just going to have to wear a dirty pair of pants again. Um, or just random errands might you just have to accept you're not going to get everything done that you want to get done. Um, Everything takes a lot of time, and um, yeah, things like that. Ideas like that I can't even think of where I was going with this. Um, Ultimately, the point I was going to make is, letting go of your ideas for your child, because they're going to be their own person, right? No matter how much you think like, oh, I'm gonna teach him, show him science experiments. I'm gonna get him really interested in science, and he's gonna go on and be like a brilliant chemist or astrophysicist or something. Um, it's going to be hard not to try living vicariously through my son, but you have to like learn to just like let them be their own person, and let them fall sometimes. And I mean, obviously I haven't really gotten that far into that yet because he's only 6 months old. um, and learning to let go of your own expectations for parenting, and for your parenting style, and for like how what you're going to do. um, and like the first within the first week, the first thing of that is, it's safest for the babies to sleep on their back in a crib with no blankets or pillows. It's not safe for them to sleep with you. It's not safe for them to sleep on their stomach, and baby just won't fall asleep. So unless I'm holding him. He'll fall asleep when I'm holding him. So I end up sleeping on the couch with him on top of me, on his stomach, on my chest. Um, and yeah, so that's the first to go. And then you're not supposed to give them a soother for the first 6 weeks or something because it can cause nipple confusion. They won't latch properly and breastfeed properly because they've had the, or you're also the same thing with a bottle. You're not supposed to give them a bottle. If you're breastfeeding, if you're trying to breastfeed exclusively, you're not supposed to give them a bottle for the first 6 weeks, same thing, because it's easier to get milk from a bottle and then they'll get lazy and they won't latch properly. Um, and you might have to stop breastfeeding because of that. But he was having trouble latching when he was very young, and you know what? I just pumped and gave him the bottle because he needs to eat. He needs to sleep. He needs to eat. Whatever is going to work is going to work. So you have all these ideas, and there's a great video, actually, a little, it might be College Humor. I don't know. My mom showed it to me. I'll find it and link it, about this sort of thing where you have all these ideas of how you're going to parent and what raising your kid is going to be like, and you just like start making compromises, like figuring out what works and just giving up, letting go of your like your plan, your like strict planning because like life doesn't work like that. It took me a long time to learn that life isn't a set of grids that you figure out, like there's not a protocol for every situation. Um, the world doesn't have an instruction manual. um, you can't possibly know everything and like exactly what you're supposed to do. You let go of certainty as a parent. That's a big one. You let go of being sure of any decision you make, and constantly wonder if the next decision that you make regarding your child is going to be the one that screws them up. And again, he's only 6 months old, and like I'm already realizing all of this, so this is going to be a fun trip. Um, and finally, it's all of this is practice leading up to the ultimate, like letting go of your child, like to let them go off into the world and be their own person and create their own life and create and start their own family and have their own children. And like at that point you have to step back and let them be, right? I mean, like, obviously be there to give them advice if they ask, but like nothing is more annoying than unsolicited advice. So, obviously, as a parent, I'm still gonna do this to my children. I'm gonna tell them what I think, even if they don't ask. My parents do it to me. I'm sure their parents did it to them, and that's what parents do. Um, but yeah, parenting as a practice in letting go. Um, Honestly, I'm really glad that I started reading, learning about Buddhism over the past few years before I had a child because like I feel like I would have a lot more anxiety. Um, I do, as it is now, I do constantly worry like all the friggin' time. Um, and did I mention paranoia in my last vlog? Was that on this channel? I don't know, but I might do a vlog about that. I think I probably did. Oh well. Um, but yeah, I have now recorded 8 minutes, and I think I can either cut that down or keep it exactly how it is. I don't know. I'm lazy and don't have a hell of a lot of time to edit, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm still alive, and I'm still gonna do this channel. And hi, bye, good talk.